Hi everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to watch my video again. If you missed my first two, please go find it. Like, comment, share. I'd love to hear from you. Today I would love to talk about dandelions. Now, for those of you who know me or follow me on social media, you would know that I have posted quite a few interesting and fascinating photos, quotes about dandelions. I find them extremely resilient and fascinating, and I want to quickly share with you what it is about dandelions that I find so amazing. And it does apply to life coaching, and I think that is why I find it so interesting. So one of the photos that I posted has a dandelion that's already got the seeds, if you may. It looks almost like fluffy white clouds, or it's almost like candy floss, I would describe it. And then some people see it as a weed, some people see it as a wish. Now, I remember when I was a child, I used to find them very fascinating, and I always wanted to blow the seeds into the air and watch how the wind takes them and, you know, just takes them on this magic ride. And I remember all these older ladies and grannies telling me I shouldn't play with it because if it gets into my eye, I will be blind. So not doing my own research or trusting my own judgment, I believed these elders and rather didn't play with these flowers, but I always loved them. So in my adulthood now, and especially when I started doing life coaching, I found them even more fascinating, and I started to do research. So for those of you who don't know, it is actually a weed, and a lot of people try and get rid of them. Why I like dandelions is it is not so easy to get rid of them. That seed that gets blown by the wind, firstly, why I love it, they just trust the wind. They don't ask questions where they're going to land. They're not in control. They literally just ride on the wings of the wind, and they have faith. They have faith that they are resilient enough, that they have the resources to survive, and that they know what and who they are. So wherever they land, doesn't matter what kind of environment it is, as long as there is some moist and heat, they will start growing. So what happens is it takes about 15 weeks for the roots to grow, and that's quite a long time. So it makes sure that the foundation is really, really solid and that it's rooted. And after that, the leaves start forming on the surface, and a stem would eventually come. It would become this yellow flower, and after the yellow flower has bloomed, it then turns into this white, fluffy, candy floss, cloud-looking type of flower with lots of seeds. And then the wind comes, it blows those seeds everywhere, and it lands wherever the wind takes it to and grows all over again. Now, what's the most interesting thing about dandelions is that you can even mow the lawn and mow over them, and big animals can graze on top of dandelions and pretty much try to destroy it. And the roots are so strong and these flowers are so resilient that it can still even survive that. What I love about these flowers is it doesn't matter how people try and destroy it, or weather tries to destroy it. It is so resilient. It takes time to build that foundation, the roots into the soil, and it's got such trust and faith in its authentic self. It doesn't even need, I don't know what you call that word, but they pollinate themselves. So it's not even like they need a partner to pollinate. They are so independent and they are so strong. And it doesn't matter what comes their way. It doesn't matter what destruction comes their way, they somehow survive. And if that plant doesn't survive, it spreads its seeds all over with the wind that blows it, and it just keeps going on. And that is what I love about it. So how this relates to life coaching for me is if you do certain techniques, the NLP techniques, I find that a lot like dandelions. If you do those techniques and really find your roots and understand where you are from, not from what your parents told you from or what you learned from them. It's, they're all great teachers and everything, but to find your own truth within yourself by doing techniques and finding what it is that you stand for and what your roots are. I find that when you do those techniques, to move from there makes it so much easier to get your goals, to understand what your dreams are, what your bigger picture is, and not people around you following their big picture and being part of their big picture, but having your own big picture and being a part of that. So what I would want to tell you now is, please, if you want to have a life coaching session and learn some NLP techniques to become more like a dandelion, resilient, independent, strong, confident, and a survivor, with a solid plan of knowing how to survive in any kind of conditions, doesn't matter the conditions around you. If your roots are strong and you know who you are and you know what your purpose is, then you will survive like a dandelion. So please, if you would like to have a life coaching session or talk more about this, please email me on brinkim@live.com or follow me on Facebook or Instagram. You can find me at Mary Ann Brink or my company Simply XL. Like, share, comment. Please, I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you with my next video. Have a great day.